Welcome to today's Flying Talkers broadcast. It's not all beer and Skittles around here, meaning we love the world we have worked in for the past 50+ years. So sometimes we tell a story about the airports we serve around the world. In fact, a couple years back we put pen to paper and created an 800-page history of words and pictures of the world's airports, not all of them, but 131 gateways it's been our pleasure to serve over the years. Our book was brought to life by Airports Council International (ACI). Titled Great Airports Worldwide, look for it now in the used books section on eBay or at several fine used booksellers like Abe's Books. Today we are talking about our experience as tenants at LaGuardia Airport and our efforts to save. Classic building there. The Marine Air Terminal. And how a LaGuardia trip helped save a landmark. It is always significant when a plan comes together. But also can be a gift like today, when Christmas and Hanukkah just came early. Last week we were writing about a plan we discovered in works by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey to demolish much of the Marine Air Terminal (MAT). At LaGuardia, you might recall that we saved that building in 1980 with Tim Peirce, LGA Airport General Manager, and both of us in 1986 were honored with the highest award for historic preservation by U.S. Secretary of Transportation Elizabeth H. Dole in Washington, D.C. So here 39 years later comes word of impeding doom during another LGA Airport expansion. Even though MAT is designated a landmark. Older now, we swing into preservation mode again and write a story and make contact with some like-minded people, namely Ed Trippe, son of one Trippe who founded Pan American Airways in 1927. Ed cares about these things and writes back to get the ball rolling. Then we appear on a Port Authority open session earlier this week to make the case for MAT total preservation and are given 3 minutes to make our pitch. But when New York Times calls, we share everybody we know to speak up for MAT, and the result is the story today in the New York Times, Friday, December 5th. Attention is paid to the last graph in the New York Times story, wherein Port Authority unapologetically said by email that the Marine Air Terminal building is not going anywhere and will remain fully intact. Port said that the reference in the news release to 85-year-old terminal was inaccurate. Given Port's record with great buildings like MAT during the 1950s. And the recent loss to a parking lot of Peirce and Dome masterpiece at JFK. We add thoughts like mellifluous and malodorous to this most recent episode. Okay, we are glad, no, we are thrilled that MAT will be respected in years ahead. Heartened also since this kerfuffle and hopeful that local preservation groups will now meet landmarks to make it clear that MAT belongs to New York City. Moving forward, Port Authority as caretakers of MAT should be defined. But I'm very hopeful that a program of Trust Plus Verify will protect MAT into the next century. In fact, I'm so damn happy and relieved today. Here we are, upside down thrilled, in a private autographed picture of myself. Signed by Jim Brooks, who created the flight mural in 1942 that we saved in 1980. That preserves MAT as you read this in 2025. And to Edward Trippe can only say deep thanks, and it's good to have friends in high places. And to relive the thrill of MAT from 39 years ago, today at age 84. Some other thoughts. Looking back a bit, October 1, 1986, when Pan Am shuttle went into business, and am sitting at my round table in our offices inside MAT when head first up via the spiral stairway in the floor appears PAA CEO Ed Acker with my dear friend and head of PAA/are the late Jeff Krendler. Both are there to witness the first B-727 takeoff. PAA exec Larry Billett and me had been working closely at the time getting things done at LGA, but Krendler had helped us since 1975 when we began as a publication, lending us and White, what a sweetheart, Tony Funnell from P/R and Bob Maitland the Clipper Cargo P/R guy. An Englishman curmudgeon who lived near PAA HQ Manhattan in beautiful Tudor City. And me went over to the Steinway storage in Long Island City where Pan Am stored memorabilia. There, a big model of the B-314 Yankee Clipper flying boat caught my eye. I imagined that Clipper hanging from the center of MAT lobby and everyone bought into it. As Jim's mural, Flight, came back, the Clipper went up and it's been above it all MAT lobby central ever since. One day Pan Am pilots in full uniform walked into our office and presented the plaque pictured with "'Tis broadcast." Of all the events in my life, this moment remains among the sweetest. The honorarium winks at every time I pass by it downstairs at home. Here is a web address where you can pick all of this up. https://lnkd in/w7npsu is where you can find more. And for your time this time until next time, thanks for listening. We ask you to support our sponsors. ATC Aviation, the finest GSSA in the world of air cargo today. Kali Logistics. Building a world of advanced systems to keep air cargo moving as fast as your imagination. Worldwide. Pay Cargo, the only way to pay and get paid in logistics. United Airlines Cargo, #1 in the air, everywhere in air cargo today and tomorrow, and EMO Trans, global logistics solution provider of air, ocean, and land transportation services worldwide. Discover efficient supply chain solutions at EMO Trans. This is Jeffrey Arend with our bot, wishing you the best of the best this holiday season of 2025 and kind best wishes for a healthy and prosperous new year. Take good care. And good night, Joe, wherever you are.